When God says, I will bless Ishmael because of your request, and from him shall come 12 princes. Go back to the promise to Abraham, a few verses above. He says, out of you will come nations and kings. So out of Abraham came nations and kings. Out of Abram's soulish behavior came princes. Some of you are manifesting in your life, you're practicing manifesting good. You're learning, you move from victim consciousness to manifestor consciousness. And I want to share something. Are you going to settle only for a prince or princess life when God has a king or queen life stored and planned for you? That the sanctifier, Jehovah Mekiddish, the one that sanctifies you, he changes you from a prince to a king. He changes you from a princess to a queen. Some of you are showing up to your marriages as little princes rather than kings. Some of you are showing up in the way that you converse with your husbands as princesses rather than queens. God says it's because you have an eye in you. You have a Sarai spirit in you, and I want to change you. Yeah, you're blessed. You're going to make money. Yes, all your needs will be met. But how about the needs of others through you? Do you just want to be a princess, or do you want to be a queen? Do you want to be a prince, or do you want to be a king? Do you want to give birth to nations and kings, or do you want to give birth to just princes and princesses again? Are you settling for a prince life that you have to change and sanctify yourself, and you have to find some level of identification through your own musings rather than being dictated to and called out and destined and pre-planned the script and hear the verse that says, for I have predestined you, says the Lord, Ephesians. So do you want to work for your own salvation, trying to making yourself clean, trying to make yourself right, trying to find peace within yourself? Or do you want to hear that verse that says in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 and 9, for it is by grace that you are saved, and this not of yourselves, through faith, not of works, so that no man may boast? Do you want to enter into that Hebrews 4 reality where you enter into the rest promise of God, where he says, as God created the heavens and the earth and he rested, so you shall enter into his rest? This is what kings do. This is what queens do. But guess what? Princes and princesses, they still got to show themselves, and they still got to work, and they still got to learn the master's business before they can become kings. You can be a prince and a princess in line for the throne and then be cut off because you're too immature to become king or queen. Abram means wise father. Abram has an amazing meaning. But within that meaning, if he wouldn't accept, ready, the circumcision of his flesh, which is a sanctification. Why is circumcision important? Number one, the man's phallus being circumcised represent a pulling away of the flesh that covers the crown of the head. It means that your head, the man's spirit, his being, was now covered by God and not by his flesh. Some of you are hiding and covering. You're always anxious about hiding your reputation. You're seeking to hide your reputation. You're always covering up with stories to make yourself look good. Your Instagram is a form of covering your head. Your Facebook is a form of covering your head. How come you don't tell about the brokenness that you're experiencing on Instagram? How come you don't tell about the brokenness that you're experiencing on Facebook? Why? Because it's a form of covering your head. But when God covers your head, you're not afraid to say, I once knew an Abram inside of me that lived this way, but now I've been changed to an Abraham.